Hi guys, welcome back to the Marvel Africa video series, Hunting Africa by Dummies. This is the two dummies. I'm Marcel.
I'm Salome.
And we hope to give you guys some more information, about hunting the trip, planning your hunting trip, what to expect when going to Africa, and all that kind of information. We initially started with an idea of starting to script something and work with a list of questions we thought were important, and with our first video we realized, you know what, you guys have the questions, we're going to start answering your questions. So what we did now in this episode, we're going to answer the questions that popped up from the first video, and Salome's got the list with her, and we're going to start going through the list. Between me and her, we'll be answering the questions. I'm a loudmouth, so I speak a lot. I'll try to keep quiet for Salome to have a turn. Salome, what's the first question?
Okay, so the first question might sound a bit funny to some, but it's quite a legit question. Kari Owen asked, do you have flushing toilets?
No, we don't. No, I'm just kidding. No, in reality, South Africa specifically, is as near to a first world country you can expect in Africa. We've got cities, we've got highways, we've got some of the top medical facilities in the world. We've got flushing toilets, we've got air conditioning. We about have everything you expect in your own home. So in the lodge, you'll have the comforts of your own home, you'll have the luxury of your own home. But on that topic, I think it's more important for the ladies. Us boys don't really care where we go or what we do. I think the ladies are more concerned about this stuff. So maybe you can elaborate from a female perspective.
Well, like you said, we have flushing toilets, we have warm water, we have an aircon, we have a nice soft comfy bed for you, we have a mirror to do your makeup and hair dryers and everything you need to get decent in the morning, be comfortable and enjoy your stay.
While Salome is referring to the hair dryer, a lot of people ask us for the packing list, what the stuff is they should pack for their trip. One of the things, ladies, please don't pack your 110 hair dryer. Once you plug it into South Africa's 220 circuit, it's going to go poof, and it's gone. So we have hair dryers supplied in camp that's 220 compatible, so you don't need to pack your hair dryer. That leaves you some space for, I don't know what, maybe more makeup, maybe more ammunition.
So the second question is from Jeff Spalvieri. Getting guns to and from South Africa, getting trophies home, that's actually three questions. Hidden costs like taxi service, hotel, etc. Okay, so let's start with getting guns to and from South Africa.
On the farm import side, things are not as complicated as advertised. There's a lot of rumors out there. It's this heavy, complicated story, and it's a nightmare of sorts. It's quite simple. There's a paperwork process. We've developed a nice website, saps520.com, that you can utilize. You fill in the information as asked there. It automatically completes the form for you. You print it out, you sign it, and you are ready if you want to do your own imports. We also offer a facility where we use a company, specifically Professional Hunters Associations, pre-import service. What they do is when you provide them the paperwork 30 days before time, they will actually pre-apply for your permit. So a day or two before you arrive, the permit will already be issued. So upon arrival, you simply just go to the desk, show your rifle and the serial number, sign the document that you collected the permit, and you are done for. Your rifle's imported. Is there anything you want to add, Salome, on Jeff's question about the firearms?
Yes, I want to add on that. So whether you use the SAPS 520 website or the pre-issue permit thing, the paperwork required for getting your rifle into South Africa is the SAPS 520 form. That's now that website we mentioned, saps520.com. You need to fill that out, and we need a customs declaration form, customs 4457 or DA 4457 actually, and a copy of your passport, and what else is it? A copy of your flight itinerary.
Yes. Now that's basically the paperwork. The only one that takes a bit of hassle, and it's not really hassle, you can do it on the day at the airport, your international departures, is the customs declaration form, and that's the same form you use to declare electronic items or any forms of property you take.
Personal effects.
Personal effects, yes, a personal effect declaration form. Now that's just for the South African government to have some kind of official US document to show that your rifle and serial number is connected to your person. From there, it's basically stuff you have. Simple questions, simple answers, simple information. But we also answer all the questions. If you email us or you talk to us, we will guide you through the process. It's really not complicated, and we'll assist you through everything.
Okay, second one from Jeff is getting trophies home. So during the hunt, we update your hunting register, which is also an application to export your trophies. And then on the last day, we will only need you to fill out your personal details and sign that hunting register. And then that goes with your trophies to the taxidermist. I think maybe Marcel, you can elaborate on that one.
Yeah, once the paperwork and everything is at the taxidermy, they start with the export or the preparation for your skins. Now you've got one or two options. The one option is dipping and shipping, where you basically take your raw hides and horns back to the States and have your US-based taxidermy do your taxidermy work for you. Or you can do your taxidermy local site. There is odds and cons, benefits and disadvantages to both of them. When you're in camp, we'll explain both options to you. There's no specific obligation to do anything from our side. Whichever works out for you, that's what we're going to assist you with doing. But let's assume you're going to take out your raw hides. That's the more complicated process. There needs to be a certain veterinary process that follows, and one part of that is a 90-day mandatory sitting period. So upon arrival to your dipping and shipping agent or your taxidermist, it'll lie there for 90 days, where in that process it needs to dry out and cure. Once it's ready, they start with the dipping process, finalizing the veterinary requirements, and then they crate and start prepping for shipment. On the taxidermy side, they can start quite sooner with preparing your skins, since it's quite a longer process. In most cases, our taxidermy trophies we use, they take about 9 to 12 months. Then your trophies are ready to be shipped to you, which could be a process of about 30 days to 60 days to get it from South Africa to the US, where you will then need a clearing agent on either of the two processes. The clearing agent will clear the paperwork and all the necessary requirements on the fish and wildlife side, and then transport it to you. That's also something you can do for yourself, but in most cases people live too far away from these international import hubs, so it's much easier to use a clearing agent to do that process for you.
Okay, so third question from Jeff is hidden costs like taxi service and hotel. When you hunt with us at Marvel Africa Safaris, we only charge $150 pickup and drop-off fee from the airport. That's basically just to cover the fuel expense, and we'll also give you a dinner on the day of arrival and a lunch on the day of departure. So that's just basically to cover costs. As far as hidden costs, we believe in being transparent. We have no hidden costs. We don't like surprises ourselves, so we wouldn't want to give our clients surprises with extra fees at the end of the day.
Just to add to that, Salome is correct. I have a utter disdain for hidden cost or surprises. So when we quote you something, and a daily rate includes everything from your ground transport while hunting, to your meals, to your drinks, to your beers, and then any hard liquors that's available in the bar. There's options. There's guys that like some exquisite drinks and some more up-class drinks, which we might not have, but that we can get. If we get that on that items, that's the only things we might say, listen, this is not part of our standard stock. Let's go to a liquor store and you buy it directly from the liquor store. I'll pay for it as well, but I'm not going to make any money on you. I would prefer you pay it directly from the supplier. Other than that, everything is included. We're going to be doing your laundry. We're going to have your skinners, your professional hunters. All services are going to be included. All your meals, anything you will need to conduct the hunt is included in our daily rates. From there, our trophy rate includes, where necessary, permits, licenses. In a lot of our cases, we our legal system does not require hunting, specific licenses for some animals because we've got exempted areas. But there are species where we actually require permits. But that is included within in our trophy fees. So you're not going to get a random invoice after the fact stating now you've got additional $1,000 in trophy fees, permit fees, because we didn't specify it in advance. So I always tell clients, if it was not pre-arranged for or pre-agreed upon, you do not pay for it. Even if I sit there in front of you and argue my fact, if you don't feel you need to pay for it, I will not ask you to pay for it. And if I ask you to pay for it, I might have forgot something, and I will take the knock on that, because I need to be ready and prepared to give you all the information before time. That's my mistake, not yours. So transparency is everything. When I give you a price, that's going to be your bill to Marvel Africa and nothing more.
Hi, I'm MJ. I'm the boss, and thank you for choosing Marvel Africa Safari. Check out marvelafrica.com.